At 10:20 a.m. on Sunday, January 29th, the 78 RPM record world was once again reminded they are still out there. We're going to talk about the record that has rattled the 78 RPM collecting community this week. It's right here. Today on the 78 RPM channel. Hello, and welcome to the 78 RPM channel. Whether you're new to 78s or an advanced collector, this is your source for information, research, and music about 78 RPM records, cylinders, and radio transcriptions. Hello, and welcome to the 78 RPM channel. My brother is an antiques dealer, and he was contacted on Sunday morning by someone who was running an estate sale. They had some 78 RPM records that just simply had not sold. Now, that's not particularly uncommon. In fact, if you're familiar with the way things go at estate sales, generally the records that sell are the ones that people recognize. The Frank Sinatra, the Duke Ellington. Consequently, if you go to an estate sale, even after it's been picked through, you can often find what I call second-tier records. These are records that, although things have been picked through, there are names that people don't recognize, early jazz, dance bands, and stuff like that, that may still have some really good music on it that may be available for $1 or $2. After my brother was notified that there were some records available, the drive was made. And sure enough, there was a really nice Victor Victrola 16 there, and it had some records and some album binders in it. The records in the machine were pretty much what you would expect to find inside a Victor 16 at an estate sale that had been going for 3 days. Until this happened. This is the last record in the stack, the one that was most likely to have been broken. Fortunately, it was not. This is Oh Death by Charlie Patton and Bertha Lee. And if you include this copy, there are 3 copies of this record that are known to exist. It's rare and it's valuable. Now, this record is worn. However, there are no clean copies of this disc that exist. The other 2 copies are equally as damaged as this one. In fact, you go online, you can find somebody who has reissued the audio for this. That reissue was actually taken from both of the other 2 copies. They took the best sections from each copy, meshed them together, edited them, and that's how they created a listenable copy. I don't know if this copy is any better or any worse than the other 2. I do know it grades similarly, but here's a clip.
One morning, Lordy, we both coming down. One morning, the wind gets some in the room. One morning, Lordy, we both coming down.
There are a couple of reasons why I'm sharing this with you. First of all, if anyone else anywhere in the world had discovered this record, I would still be sharing it with you because it's that big of a discovery. Finding the 3rd existing copy of a Charlie Patton record is a big deal in the 78 RPM collecting community. The other reason is I just want to remind you, records are still out there. The other thing worth noting is that this record was found Sunday at an estate sale that had been going for 3 days. No telling how many people walked past this record, looked at it, and did not think that record was worth their dollar. Just something for you to keep in mind. Now, Charlie Patton and I, we'll be back next time we do a video. But in the meantime, I just want to remind you, keep looking for records because they are still out there. I hope you find something absolutely amazing this week. We'll talk to you next time on the 78 RPM channel.